Reporting today's episode from the ruins of Greenspring, where we go through the heart-wrenching death of a character and we have betrayal amongst friends. Anyway, ready for some mind-bending questions and high-stakes fun? If you love D&D or just crave excitement, this show is for you. And honestly, avoiding our show is like missing a dragon's hoard, and you'll regret it.
Shining brand new lights on topics which are nice. Come to AfterDice when... Oh!
Welcome back to the AfterDice. I'm your host, Paul Carm, and we're diving in this episode into the latest happenings inside VIM, the Tale of Immortality. Or Mortality, we're not sure yet. Together with me on this couch we have our lovable geeks of today, which is Karla, our DM, lovable DM. We have Vlad, who was our lovable magician barbarian. We have Sherban, which is our killer Zmeu. We also have Rux, our rogue. And we have our powerful mage, Urs. Ready to unravel the mysteries and tales that unfold in our game?
No.
Let's have the talk. Get ready for the talk. We're delving deep into the juiciest topics and major events straight from our campaign. But it's not just our story. Have a seat and join the conversation. We know you've encountered intriguing tales and similar topics to ours. So guys, the first topic I would like to go into is PvP in a D&D campaign, right? And the opening question is, how do you prepare for potential PvP scenarios? Do we set any ground rules? What is the vibe?
You're looking at me.
Well, yes.
I know I did a boo-boo. Like in general, guys, listen to me. I hate PvP. I hate because I do believe in team cohesion in general. But to my campaign, I did a little document, we probably heard about it. It's Lines and Veils. And since a lot of players wanted to feel the PvP if it made sense for the story, at one point I said, okay, let's try it with Shaq and Gregory, even though they knew they're gonna face each other. And now an opportunity came with Sherban coming alone, and I said, you know what, why not do it? And everybody checked the PvP box and the Lines and Veil bit. I told them hence it would be something complicated, but I didn't tell them it's gonna be PvP. So I think I married each other. They still got upset. But in the end, I think it worked sort of out.
Looking at the experience, what is one advice that you would give to a DM that is planning on doing PvP?
The most important advice in general that I could give to any DM who's doing anything that's a bit off the general grid, but especially PvP, is to have good communications with the players. I think such an open discussion and honesty regarding their expectations, and if PvP is something that they're open to and in which conditions, if it's relevant for the story, if it's okay for random players to just attack other players, if it's supported or not, what are the ground rules. So because it's at the end of the day, D&D is it's a leisure activity, and you're not supposed to get stressed out of it, even though we're mimicking and stuff like this, but you're supposed to sort of have fun and experience drama, and but at edge points it's not about fighting, so it's very important to have an open communication. That's my advice.
You said drama or trauma?
Both.
And if I may add something, it's important to really know the group you're playing with, because I wouldn't recommend this as somebody who's playing this for the first time, for example.
Yeah.
But if you're playing with friends and people that you trust, then it's way easier, let's call it.
Yeah, you said an important word, trust. It's about feeling safe in this environment and trusted, even though it's something that you're not planned ahead or it's a surprise, because we love surprises in D&D.
Yes.
It's important to feel that you have support and have this trust.
Yeah.
Okay, let's have a little roundabout the couch, and I want everybody on the couch to share me an experience where your character was involved in PvP. And maybe if you could tell us a little bit of how it affected your relationship with other PCs, or if any of that happened. Who wants to start?
I can go.
Yeah.
Usually because I'm opposed to PvP, because I think it's a collaborative type of work, if you can consider it work or activity. Also because I come from improvisational theater, which is also a very collaborative activity, and you don't really... I think that the competition aspect of it just focuses in too much in your head. You get stuck into a kind of mentality that you don't build together with other players, and that can apply as well in D&D. In another campaign, one of my characters started. It was a very light-hearted duel with another character, and I preferred it that way. So it's just like a feat of strength or something like that, or we just duel and we disarm each other, and that's it. No harm done, no death incoming.
So
basically.
PvP was okay as long as it was like in a duel with rules and no death or something like that.
Yeah, it was. You roll me a 20, d20, you disarm him or you try to disarm him and you don't, and you fail, stuff like that.
Yeah, that's a helpful way to implement PvP.
Yeah.
Next.
I sort of have the same mentality as Vlad. Like in general, if you guys know me, I hate PvP. Like especially random PvP. And I had this, I think this thing when I first started playing. I think it was with Karina and a DM who initiated me. And Karina was a surprise villain, and I hated it. I hated it because you come with this expectation that there's gonna be a collaborative effect, and a collaborative story and a collaborative game, and then you get fucked and you get this surprise and trust is but however broken, yes, trust is broken, but however it's important to give the players what they're expecting. So for VIM, knowing that it's a harsh environment, we have this discussion and a lot of players wanted to do PvP, and I sort of took that and design some rules. Okay, we're gonna have this if it helps the story, if everybody's in agreement, and so on. And we created an environment where this could happen.
Yeah.
And prep them.
Communication and trust. Yeah. Anybody else? You don't have
well, if I had past PvP experiences, well, first of all, I was mainly a DM, but if I had players at my table, fight between them, not really, and I try to avoid it as much as I can. Though again,
what about the Seras moment where it was Draven and Whisper and Silo, and sort of like combating each other in a cavern?
That's true.
Yeah.
Or
Gava and Sylvan training.
Yeah. That was
that
borderline
that was friendly, yeah.
PvP. If I remember correctly, I sort of tried to have the NPCs in there, like calm them, but didn't work because they were really set on their combat. But again, I think it fell to the trust in my players that they won't do that, and somehow they did manage between them to calm themselves.
But listen, guys, if it happens to your game, you get PvP at home. It's also an option to talk afterwards and sort of settle that. Do we have this in our game? Was it a pleasant experience? How do we make it pleasant, and so on and so forth?
Yeah, because another thing, if I may add, in a home game I have the Tarnum 1, in which also Rux plays. Like we're at a point where the characters all have extremely different views that conflict with one another. And at this point, it's very important to speak with the players, say that they're aware that each want to do stuff that would conflict at some point, and that needs to be discussed very thoroughly. And I don't know, at some point, if they really agree and want to, but if they really want to fight against that guy, and that if everyone is okay and understand the consequences, then I would allow it. But I would also try to find out ways that maybe it could lead to something that everybody, where everyone wins, but it's hard.
Okay.
Besides,
it's difficult.
As a parenthesis, I think there's also the difficulty of how you make, if you're min-maxing your character versus a character that's more like flavor.
But that's something to communicate as well.
Exactly, because you can tell as a DM who knows the other characters, you know which one of them stand a chance and which don't. And like you don't want to do this without discussing with the player and readying them that, hey, they have a powerful character, you might die. And that's a really important discussion to have, because maybe they're not ready to say goodbye to that character.
Yes.
Sure.
I don't think I've had PvP up until Șerban, of course.
How was it? How was the experience?
And honestly, like, we were super ready to take Șerban into our group.
But not anymore.
and I also took the final blow, but it was almost unsatisfying, you know, just you being dropped at my feet, and I was already spent from the battle, and just, I don't know, it felt a bit weird, but also right. It was weird. And like before this, like the closest I ever came to a PvP was when I threw a prickly pear at your head.
Alright,
In my defense, you threw it at me and it had spikes, so you know, and you picked it up with a mage hand, so that wasn't fair. I retaliated.
But Rux, you ticked the PvP.
I did take the yeah. I mean,
in the document.
I was interested.
It's like, oh sure, just take it, whatever.
No, I was curious. Maybe, I don't know, there's an opportunity with Shaq there.
I'm gonna ask this, Paul, if you allow me.
Yep.
If you were to make the decision today again, would you take the PvP box?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Oh,
So,
yeah, no, go
okay.
ahead. Yeah.
Well, this was actually I think it was my first time during a campaign where I engage with PvP as a player and as the bad guy, quote unquote.
BBG.
And certainly antagonistic, if nothing else. But personally, I really enjoy it. I think PvP can have a spot at your table, and it did at my tables, because it can drive a certain feeling of drama that is much more personal than the one created
By the DM.
Mm-hmm, that's very true, yeah.
And I also do love something in D&D. I like to switch up stuff. So this was a different take on drama, which I thank you for.
Yeah.
Very much. It was my pleasure.
I bet it was.
Says the BBG.
As most elements in D&D, guys, trust and communication is really important. Like, if the DM is trustful enough in his capabilities and in the openness of the players to see what kind of player you have, min-maxing just for flavor, it is all in communication. And I would like to send you a question, maybe we answer it in the comments. If you can tell us strategies that you use to resolve PvP conflicts peacefully with your players. So if you have any things to share, put it in the comments below. We can make a thread about it. If you want, you can come to our Discord as well. We talk there a lot. But come on, let's make a chat there. Going to the second topic, because, you know, we're dealing with something important like death, or the close possibility of death in a D&D game, because in our last sessions we had part of a close possibility of death and an actual unexpected death, I would say.
I'm gonna say this is my moment.
Yes.
And this is actually not my moment. This is Lairs and Tadian's moment. This is the second character that dies, and he only played 3 sessions. We love you, buddy.
A moment of silence for Tadian.
Yes. Your first character deserved it.
Yeah. But this one didn't. And also,
this one didn't.
Mircea died in
seems
vain. Emmerich died in vain. Why?
He didn't die in vain. He helped the little prince for a
He
little
died in the
while.
forest, guys, not in vain.
I expected you being the DJ, being the GM, the DJ. Yeah, you're the DJ of the. Yeah. You put the music and we dance.
Yeah.
I was expecting you to
Joking.
rip the paper now.
Oh
Say goodbye
God.
Sir, how low you think
How
of
dare
that?
you? PvP, now. DVD.
We love you, buddy.
We do, we actually do.
put this on
And
the
I'm actually
table.
curious what your next character is going to be.
Man, it's a handful. Like, he sent me the You know what? I want to share the story. Before, between last week and 2 weeks before when we had the combat, we knew Shaq died and was a slim possibility he will be resurrected because he's an obscurite. And Lair, who's about to join the last episode, said, I'm gonna join this, but just in case my character dies, I'm gonna send you like the third character I have. And I'm saying, Lair, I'm not gonna have it, you're not gonna die, you're gonna come in the third round of combat, it's gonna be fine, just don't worry about it.
Yeah.
No, thank you, Sherpa.
You're very much welcome. It was very fun, guys.
Yeah.
The dragon did its job. It ate, it shat, it spit. So I would like to give a question to everybody on the couch. What methods do you use to handle the aftermath of a character's death, both in game and with the player?
So, because I've been through 2 consecutive character deaths, and the process of creating the character was excruciating, and also losing them and felt I lose them for nothing, I read a lot of documentation on how to support a character's death, how to make it with justice, those final moments, even though I'm not paying attention necessarily in the moment, I'm trying to make then afterwards a gloriful moment, have the last words, have meaning in their death, give them a chance if it makes sense for the story of resurrection or not, if it's in VIM, and so respectfully have a ceremony for them, and also then it's important to check with the players emotionally how they're feeling, if they're ready to step in, how to process this, because you need time to grieve those time you invested emotionally in your character.
Okay. Anybody else? Do you have any other methods?
Well, if
Karla didn't pinpoint.
I may, at least for my games, death is always a possibility, and it does happen. And I always try to make players aware of death. Death can happen in an instant, especially when dice are involved, and sometimes, even though I appreciate the idea behind giving them a glorious moment, sometimes given in certain circumstances there is simply not enough time for that, and it can be sudden, it can be harrowing, but what I found out is that it most of the time ends up emboldening the players, in the sense that they can make this sacrifice, they don't want it to be in vain, they want to push through, and
it's important to know that the death wasn't for nothing and it plays a part in the story. Then give them a little bit of power, I don't know, in the eulogy if they feel like it, or in their final moments, even though if you don't have time, this is what I do, if I don't have time, I'm doing the sequence afterwards, trying to build up. The same with Shaq, and also with Lair's character, with Tadian, Yeah,
because if I may add something, it's basically you have 2 options. Either, because again, you talk with your players, and either because it's up to them, if they probably want to play something else, and they found this death as an excuse to, I want to try playing a sorcerer, I don't know, but
so a way out.
But some other players might actually care about them, and if you discuss with them, definitely you can find some ways, probably
for them to make their peace.
Yeah, and also maybe again through resurrection, some very far-fetched methods that bring them out with some consequences, of course.
But in some settings it's not possible.
Exactly, that depends as well.
I don't know what Karla is pointing at.
Yeah. But I mean, even this can be beautiful. I think Karla did a really good job with Gregory, for example, and Lucius. I feel like that was such an emotional moment that gave such a great closure to the 2 characters and brought peace to both of them. It was really nice to see on screen.
Yes.
It never happened to any of my characters so far, but I found as a coping mechanism to have several backup characters.
Like in the closet, you know, like.
Yeah. Which are different because I don't want to make. This is the clone of my previous.
Exactly.
character.
That would be
Long lost brother.
Yeah, twin brother.
We were triplets.
Same powers, but he has an extra mold.
Yeah, exactly. Usually, I'm more on the let's say escapism type of. I enjoy more the escapism, funny type of setting, which is why I would rather talk about killing characters in my fiction that I write, and then it has to really pack a punch and have a meaning. Exactly, to have to be meaningful to the narration and to be in a way earned by the reader as well, because you kind of have a psychological boulder on their shoulders at that point, and you have to make it count.
Vlad, I don't know if you remember from the previous campaigns, is also a narrator and a writer who won awards.
Some awards in science fiction and fantasy.
That's amazing.
Contests.
So we see death using or being used as a tool to tell a different side of the story or embolden heroes, as you said, Shaban. I would like to ask everyone, because everybody on this couch has experienced a character death in their campaign, right? I want you to remind yourself, be it this campaign being another one, remind yourself of maybe the first character death that you've experienced. I want you to go back there and explain to me, how did you handle it as a player? Or what was the first reaction?
We even, like my friends and I, we even went, made a barbecue, and we said it's a pomana for the character.
That's so awesome.
But then the same time we played D&D, and me with my new character, and the other character died, so it was it was worse than so yeah. But it was so crushing, and I felt, I think, powerless. And it was a bit hard for me to process back then. Now I'm okay. But then it was soul crushing. Yeah.
She's okay. She now makes a campaign where everybody dies. Just fun. I'm kidding. Next.
Yeah. I'd like to go next. I've actually never had a character of mine die. But
you didn't tell me.
But
I could have arranged for that.
but I've actually thought about this like on the spot. I remember a campaign with Urs as a DM, Saltmarsh.
Okay.
Where we used to play. I think Karla was also
later.
Yes, and also Ionuț. And I was still sort of at the beginning of playing D&D. I knew the group, I had fun with the group, and we had just finished a battle. We entered some sort of a cave with tunnels, and naturally, as a Tabaxi rogue, I went on ahead without the party. And I came across some pretty nasty dudes who had missiles. Ionuț's character, who he actually really enjoyed playing, came after me and pushed me out of the way, and he took all 3 missiles.
Oh, wow.
And
they were level 1 or 2, so
we were a pretty low level, and that killed his character, and it felt as if my own character had died. I still feel bad to this day, but we gave him, he was like, I mean, it was pirate themed, so we put him in a barrel of rum, and we set it ablaze and shoved it off to sea, and then we started drinking in his memory. But yeah, I can't blame it on being a noob. I should have known better, but I still feel bad to this day.
You can't blame it on being a noob.
So sorry, Ionuț. I'll see you at home.
I'll make pancakes at home, honey.
Yeah.
Next.
Food helps.
Yeah,
definitely. I'm an emotional eater. I know that.
Well, I think aside from a couple of hours earlier, thank you, Rux.
I mean,
okay. I've experienced character death only once, and it was more or less something by choice. In the sense that the party was on its last legs. I still had a few aces up my sleeve, and I basically remained behind and held off a dragon while they tried to escape.
Hold the door.
Oh, I was very No, trauma.
Goosebumps.
And that felt kind of felt
Heroic?
yeah, in a way
It's definitely heroic.
Definitely heroic.
as
Nice.
opposed to what happened today.
I mean,
This was
you are the
heroic
BBG,
too, it's
okay?
fine.
Last week. What happened last week?
Last
Yeah,
week,
last-
Last week.
everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome. Who was left?
Okay, so there is a funny story of my first character death, me as a DM and a player, which is very quick, and it's basically the basis of that's what my character would do, and the paladin rushed off single-handedly into a band of goblins, and but he was alone, like, no, for justice, I'll kill everyone, and he just rushed in.
Okay.
Leroy Jenkins.
And he went alone in there, and so yeah, bye-bye. But when I, as a player, my first character death was me playing Tomb of Annihilation with some folk from America. Some random folks from America. But that campaign is already hardcore. But we reached the final dungeon. And my character went first inside the room, that the door closed behind me, and I had a very time-limited space to solve a puzzle.
Yeah.
And I failed all of my intelligence checks, all of my arcanas, anything. I didn't know what I was doing. I tried putting random pieces everywhere. Then acid flew from the walls. Yeah.
Not the good thing.
And yeah, my character died in a pool of acid. Wow.
Oh,
Cool.
I'm sorry.
I can just imagine. I will have a next discussion segment probably in next AfterDice, like rolling dice to completely solve a puzzle. That's like fucking shit. Because if you roll shit, at least give me a chance with my stupid brain to
Yeah,
solve it.
I know, right?
Oh, but
God.
it was weird. Yeah.
Yeah, well, the Tomb of Annihilation is a crazy one.
I mean, it's not called the Tomb of Fluffy Kittens.
And it's like the traps kill you most than the enemy.
Oh yeah,
like
true.
blood.
Yeah, like I said, I never had a character really die, or a campaign character. I had one in a one shot, but we knew something bad was gonna happen to our character, so it wasn't like a shock when it happened. And my character just got petrified. Yeah, I think the closest I got to it, again, if you're, it's a different feeling if you still have control of your character's actions in a way. Like a heroic death, or you choose to make a last stand, even if all hope is lost, it's one thing. If it just happens suddenly and meaningless, it's just, what?
Exactly, what happened?
Yeah.
Sorry, Ionuț.
But that's usually what happens. It's hard for you to like, control these things. But then it comes up to, like, as Karla said, the DM to be like, okay, you just died cut in half. In his last breath, like, it's the DM that makes like a whole sequence. Because you don't have time, your head is done, it's on the floor, it's rolling, bye bye.
Or you're rolling into the band of goblins.
Yeah,
and
rolling,
saying,
exactly, I can...
My character died. I didn't tell you how my character died.
didn't?
Died because I was in Curse of Strahd, and we unlocked the bit where all the vampires hidden, I don't remember by which noble, wake up and they wreak havoc. And we tried to fight him, and I was unconscious, and I actually played Monkey then. And Monkey got hidden under stupid paladin, right? I'm hidden under some tables, and my party didn't hide me well, so I died because they found me and sucked on the remaining, I don't know, stabilized body that I had.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, you handled it well.
Yeah.
So you brought him here, in this reality where he lives and thrives.
Universe skipper.
Guys, let's make a support group in the comments, and let's give ourselves advice on how to manage the emotional impact of a character death on the group, right? Let's go down there, maybe in the Discord, see what stuff we can. Now, the last topic I want to touch on is a very one close to my heart. It's about future prediction, guys. Because, hey, if you watched last week, the bloody city is halfway on its knees. Population is down. Economy will boom, probably, right?
Or the coroners will boom.
exactly, or more.
The bodies will.
I have a question for our dear DM and then for us all. Without giving any spoilers, right? What are your thoughts on where the campaign is headed? Like, what are you like? Yeah.
You know what? I have some like, let's say, areas that can be developed, but I don't know where it's heading. Apart from the thing that we're gonna plan after the August campaign with the Legend of the Sea. Watch it. It's gonna be very cool. DM'd by. You're gonna find out at the end of the video who's gonna DM it. So watch at the end.
I like that.
Yeah. I also like it. So after this, we have the Fortress of Death bit, which is gonna be 2 episodes, and then it's up to the players. So I don't know what we're gonna do. I imagine maybe something with Nocturna Obscura, or something with Nocturna Obscura, or something probably with Green Spring, or maybe like the Red Kingdom. There's a war there, or they're planning to go at war, or I don't know, maybe the other world, or maybe they just go and build a tavern and live happily. That's true. Yeah.
Based on this question, I know I said I would only ask you, but I will ask everybody on the couch. Based on the current events, where do you think the campaign is headed? Do we have any?
Did someone update it, Vlad, that
I
the
think I
city
told
is
Vlad.
half down?
Yeah.
The city is burning.
He's on his knees. Death came, knocking, said,
Fuck you.
"You did something bad. I won't tell you what." Repercussion.
Yeah. I can go first. I think this isn't the last time when Cassiel and Adam mucked about with the Book of VIM.
Yes.
And I feel like it's definitely gonna have more repercussions. And we have death as an enemy now. So how do you recover from that? What do you do? Do you make a pact with death? Hey, I'm gonna help you catch the...
I'm gonna give you a hint. Tale of immortality.
Yeah, I know.
Like, we have to find the
There's
tail,
a lot
guys.
of there's a lot of death in this tale of immortality. So
It's not easy.
So, but we'll have to see. I think Pax is gonna make a great ruler, but he definitely has a lot on his hands. Like, he was plunged straight into disaster as his first order of business. Put Green Spring back together. So that's gonna be a whole process. But yeah, I'm curious to see where the betrayal goes. Back to you, Adam.
So,
Adam's apple. Tell us.
Oh my god, Adam.
the earthquakes, and knowing what Isari said, that there were earthquakes in the Red Kingdom as well, Adam doesn't believe 100% that what he did caused that. There might have been more other things. He definitely feels a bit of guilt, of course, but not that it's his entire fault. And now, overall, as a thing, the campaign, I'm not sure exactly. I'm still looking forward for that place in between realms. But
Fortress of Death.
Yes, Fortress of Death. But probably, I guess we'll investigate what death exactly is. And other than that, he would have some personal projects, because he promised to the Hebdomads that he will show concrete proof of immortality, but he has a long way to do that.
Yes, he does.
But that's a personal Adam thing that he will do. But as a group, yeah, I think that we're going to investigate what the deal is with death, why the astrals fear it, what obscura lumino think of death, and all this. Yeah.
I have a question for Karla. Did a lot of mages or teachers at the university die in the...
Half of them.
Okay, so Tulrock now is halfway closer to becoming an archmage.
Yeah,
That's so true.
That's very
This is the
You might be the only one in your
mindset.
generation.
That's what I'm saying.
One side with the
Get the
other
positive side of
5-year-olds or
things.
6-year-olds.
Yeah, we're gonna need a bigger hat.
No, don't mess with the tiny hat.
No, we don't.
Oh,
But
We love
it's
the tiny
adorable.
hats, yeah.
Working on that, on what you said, I will ask everybody on the couch, preferably if some want to hold their peace, so be it. I don't point a gun yet. Are there any unresolved plot threads or mysteries your character is particularly interested in? Like quick. You said that it was.
I have a quick one. Dealing with the murderer of his father.
Okay, yeah, that's one that we want to continue in the next arc.
Kate still hasn't found out if she has magic or not, because she was never pricked.
Awesome.
Anything unresolved, they're gonna come back as a ghost.
Well, there, yeah. If there
I
will-
know. Is there speak
Sherpa-
with the dead? The spell?
There is.
Yeah, definitely. There's
well-
a spell that you could use.
Find out.
Like it's
Could use on me
yeah, it's
because
Do we still have the body?
I
yeah.
I guess, yeah.
Yeah, definitely. But
Put it in a museum.
1 month has passed, no one thought of it.
I mean, we could have done a lot.
Sherban and Paul and some other wonderful people were on VIM on the world building bit, so they know a bit of stuff that I will ask not to spoil.
exactly. So
Thank you.
So
I'm
Sherpan,
on
hold
the
your peace.
NDA. I can't say much, but
Fine.
you're in for something. I gave some hints, but
Yeah.
Okay, we are bound by a contract, everybody. Let's go back to Vlad.
So Turok has two main important questions or quests. He wants to find out about his ancestry, like Gog Magog, and what's that all about, and how that giant became, that Goliath became immortal in a way. And second, and most importantly, to learn how to read.
Yeah, that's like a good one.
yeah.
You
Yeah,
started,
that's very
buddy.
nice.
Yeah.
Small ants
Yeah.
work.
With the T.
From Tutrok.
Yeah.
Do you have any like
I
plot threads
have
that you would like to
I have plot threads that I would like them to resolve. Like, why did the Green Spring got attacked? Why is the power limited? Why did they got plucked in time and stuck in time? What's the deal with Kamaka? What's the deal with the grandmother? Why is with the heart stolen? Why did
So
the
many
Smay attack?
questions.
Why do they think they have a rightful view?
These are all hints by your DM. by the way.
No.
Why did Kate did not promise herself to any of the Hebdomans? Why?
What the heck is up with that?
Yeah.
Well, there you have a lot of questions, guys. I would like to launch another question to you viewers because I like launching things. What are your predictions for major challenges or antagonists the party might face? So if you have any kind of theories, put them in our Discord or in the comments. Guys, it's so lonely in the comments because after I finish this, I just go inside the box and I just wait for comments to roll, and there are no comments coming, guys. Honestly,
Yeah.
come on. Joking. Our journey has been wild, but the adventure is just heating up. Get ready to roll with us. Welcome to Let the Dice Fall. This is where we dive deep into the player experience during our game session, and we will do it all at the roll of a dice. But that's not all, because I have a little mini game in mind that will give us a gift that will help us in the last segment. Get ready for the Wheel of the Hebdomad, a mini game where you'll answer based on a spin of the Wheel of Emotions. Whoever is very good at managing his emotions will receive this mighty gift now for only $5.99 here in AfterDice. This is the Shield of Protection. Why do you need a Shield of Protection? I don't know. Why are you asking me? Why should I know that? We'll find out in the last segment. Anyway, guys, let's roll the dice and uncover some secrets, right? Who wants to be the first one?
Can I start?
Yes, you can start, Karla.
Okay, I'm gonna pick my favorite die.
Yes,
It's a 1.
it's a 1. What was your favorite moment in the past sessions? Starting from Adam and Kate's adventure, like from that point forward.
And the wheel.
Oh.
The wheel.
The wheel.
The wheel, oh, the wheel.
Wait.
Can you tap the wheel as well?
I tap
The
HP.
tap.
I just
It
tap.
says tap.
Okay. Tap to Steam.
Everybody, we are waiting. And we have... Yeah! Overwhelming fear.
My favorite moment, and it was also very terrifying, was when Shaq died, because I didn't know if it was permanent or not, and everybody, that 2 sessions ago, everybody was very angry. And it's a rule that it's an entertainment and creation. If you're doing everything perfect and there's no emotion after it's okay, it's good, it's okay. But if you're stirring up emotion and you're making it real and intense, like I did with Yarek and Kate, or I did with Shaq's death, or I did with the PvP choice, I think you're doing something great.
You're so scared.
Yes.
Next, Vlad? You wanna roll the dice? Here, take a dice. Keep it.
And the wheel.
A 1.
And the wheel, please. Tap the wheel until I look at your question now. Everybody, this is exciting indeed. We have, of course, ridiculous confusion, and you have to answer us, Vlad. What was your inspiration for your character to rock? Literally.
It's in character.
So, me, big brains,
Yes.
big muscles.
Big praise, big mic.
I think. Me thinks.
You-
Well, it's. I mean. What is this place?
That's actually
My inspiration. I think I like playing clueless characters.
Okay.
So basically, they're just discovering the world just as I'm discovering you people. So I don't know what you're doing in my living room, but
Yeah, we're gonna talk about that later, don't worry.
yeah. So basically, clueless characters that discover the world, and they're kind. They're kind characters, but they don't really know how to function around.
It's really awesome, honestly.
I feel like he's describing me.
Because it gives up so much potential to like
Yeah. I
have
really
funny and comical moments.
love to look at his fresh.
Oh, I love to, yeah. I missed Tulrok already.
Whoosh.
Yeah. I got a 1 as well.
Oh my god.
What is it with?
With
And
My emotion is
no.
anger.
Oh, this is a very good question. How is Hebdom feeling about the Hebdomads now?
Every and each one of them. They know shit about what's happening up there.
Out of here. Thank you. Well, it was pretty clear. I don't think you needed a spoon.
I suck. I suck.
They suck it. Rux?
yes, wait. It's still a
One again?
so one. If you don't roll a 1, I swear to God.
Clutch your
We're
teeth.
gonna kill your character.
And the chances are 1 in 6, I guess.
What's it? What's it?
I don't know.
What?
Dramatically melodramatic.
Dramatically
melodramatic.
melodramatic. Let's see. We can do this. How is Kate's relationship with Adam right now?
Oh my god, don't get me started on that traitor. I swear to God, can you believe that a Hebdom would betray not only once but twice? I can't even with this. What the hell? I mean, couldn't they even abstain from taking that bloody book? Does anybody know how it works? Please, I have never seen more incompetence in my whole life. OMG. Please. So, no, me and Hebdom X. Forever. Okay.
No XOXO anymore. Thank you, girl. It's like an X.
It's like an X. This is a photo of Hebdom X. Okay? Bye. Throw it in the trash. Yes.
Yes, please.
Amazing. Yes, queen.
6!
Damn it. You broke it.
Oh wow, that's a good question. I'm gonna keep it. Let's see. We will have for Sherban. Oh wow. Mocking
Nice.
sarcasm.
I love it.
And the question for you is, what gave you the most satisfaction in combat?
Well, stomping those little ants, seeing the light flash before their life flash before their life. That was, you really You really thought I was gonna join you? Like, really pulling that over you was so satisfying.
Did you look at my stats?
Exactly.
Yeah, you saw my stats.
Did
You
you
really
even-
thought I was gonna align myself with you guys. And man,
But I thought you were
killing two guys and you not being able to do anything to stop me? Really? Oh.
Oh my god.
The legend had to came and save you.
Exactly. Oh my
Exactly. Your ex-boyfriend had to.
He was not my boyfriend!
Sure. Your roommate.
That was the problem. I like him like a brother and he
guys.
flips.
Oh, not
it.
like step brother.
Put them in different rooms, everybody. Stop.
I'm dying.
Amazing, my man. Let's go, Karla.
Yes.
Next one.
Yes, sir. It's a 2.
Oh my god.
Yay!
Now
We
it's
start
a-
with 2s. Except for him. Because
Shaban goes in reverse. It's gonna be a 5 for him.
okay, Benjamin Button.
Oh, come on.
Oh.
Yes, this is really good for the question I have for you. So, Karla, yes, we had that appearing. What is up with him? Since when was he playing?
What is up with who?
Well, with that death character that showed up in Face of.
Death has many faces and does stuff to make you dead.
In case you didn't.
In case you didn't know. However, he has an angle that you should see, but you don't see. But it's right there, and it's big things are coming up. It depends on the position.
That's very
That's a different emotion.
exactly.
However, Death was always watching them. If you think about the storyteller watching over them, Death was there each time someone died. Do you remember the first time you encountered the storyteller was in the garden before?
No, it was nothing. It was with a mirror in the marketplace.
Yeah, in the mirror in the marketplace where the right before the little girl
Yeah.
died with the.
Oh, with the rooster.
Because if I remember correctly, Karla literally said, and there's a storyteller just coming close to the mirror. Oh, what appears in the mirror? Like, okay, right. Very slightly mischievous.
Slightly.
Yes, oh my god.
There's a meaning. Like every time I do something is with a meaning. You just have to follow the trails.
Follow the breadcrumb trail left by Karla. Follow Karla. # vote Karla next president. Vlad,
Yes.
feeling lucky? Oh, you are being efficient.
5.
5. It's a good question. I suppose. Oh, this is perfect. Intense anger. I like how I typed anger. For me, anger is typed Angear. Yes, Angear. Yes.
Gear.
Don't
That
make me
makes me feel
Angear,
intense.
okay?
Do you feel angered today?
Do you feel Angear?
This is the other side of the
What was Turlock doing in Sunrise Prestige School before he got destroyed? How
Well,
was his life there?
he was struggling with his alphabet.
Yes.
And now he has no books to learn from. Where are all the books? He's trying to salvage everything.
Exactly.
And he looks at the other people that died over there and thinks, okay, 2 people gone, 3 people gone. Now it's time for me to climb, to ascend. Yes, it's time for Turlock and his magic.
He has his own type of magic, guys.
Yes.
Amazing.
I like the opportunistic side of Turok.
Yeah.
It's gonna be like next in hand to Dox's Dolor and the other mage. It's gonna be
there with his hat.
And probably he went clubbing.
Wait. Very nice.
Amazing.
Man.
Alright.
Let's see.
And
the
the roll, it's a 2.
it's a tea.
Oh yes, that's a good question. Oh, what's with you? Okay, a lot of angry people today. A lot of angry people. I'm dead. Does Hebdom see a strong follower in Tulrock?
Oh hell yeah, he does! Fuck yeah, he's gonna be the best! But seriously, he has a lot of stuff to catch up. But once he does, I believe he can.
Yeah.
Follow his dreams, as everybody should.
Now click
The follow button.
I hate how talented he is.
Yes!
Well, he's a strong follower.
Amazing. Oops.
Yes, it's a 6.
A 6 for Rux.
Yes, give me something good.
Give me something.
Oh,
What is it? I can't see.
Exaggerated joy.
That's exaggerated joy. I'm gonna be a bitch about it.
Oh no!
How was the interaction with Jarek?
Oh my god, I was so excited to see him, and he was such a little bitch about it because I didn't reciprocate his feelings. But like at first, I really tried to talk about how he's feeling, and I really tried to push past and not get angry. But I got angry, you know. And but he just walked away, and I was like, why did you walk away? And I returned home, and then we met again, and I tried not to be a bitch, but he was still a little bitch. So then I got upset, but hey, I almost died, and now I'm happy again.
Yay! Good story, we love it. Oh my god.
That's such a good emotion.
Let's see what the Wheel of the Hebdomads choose for us today. Not again. No, if we fall the same one is not good. No, we're doing it again.
No, it's mocking sarcasm.
Yeah, but it
Yeah,
had it last
he
time.
does
But I
Yeah.
got the Angier twice.
Yeah,
We went
from
again
now on
twice?
we yeah.
Okay, if we go, I'm sorry. Not. Not, no way.
You also get intense on gear.
On
More
tense
Angier.
Angier. Everybody's into 4. Do you feel bad for killing other players?
No! Fuck them! They don't fucking know what the hell they're doing! They scared my wife! They stole my apples! They cut down my fucking trees! Like, what the hell were you thinking? And you thought I wasn't gonna come? No, you're goddamn wrong! I am the one who fucking knocks! I knocked
my
Shaglasak to the
God.
ground! I knocked that edgy fucker to the ground! And if I had a say in that, I would have knocked all of you fuckers to the ground like we did with my apples. I would have broken you like you did with my fucking stained windows, you goddamn morons!
Guys,
Wow.
my
That was a lot.
I'm glad you had a
Yeah.
place to let it out.
Yeah.
It's good. I heard in
love
therapy.
it.
It's very helpful in therapy, yes. Oh my god, it's going
Fucking
so-
lovely. Yeah.
Everything's fine.
And you killed me, you
Let's
You'll
go
get
another
neither the
round.
death or the worm for that love.
Hey, do I look like a door to be knocked on?
How much time has passed? Hello? Yes, oh my
Yeah.
god, so little time has passed. You're answering really efficiently.
Yeah.
Let's go for another round.
The
Sure.
emotion really like.
Yeah, it goes makes like
6.
6. Do you want to see what emotion?
Yes, I want to get something good like
Intense and
flirting.
gear.
Yeah.
Oh, come on, keep it.
dramatically.
Melodramatic. Who was Jack Dover? I feel we missed something with him.
Guys, you don't know who was Jack Dover. Like,
No.
I seeded so much information. He had even a letter for his child. Jack Dover was the father of Dorian Dover, who is the legitimate name of Monkey. Monkey could have met his fucking father, and then
Makes so much sense.
guys, you
Adam
didn't
didn't.
like really give a shit about him.
That's
You just
very
let
true.
him die. You used him as a shield. and you had his letter, and then you met Monkey and said, "Oh, what do I do with this letter? I'm gonna just throw it away."
Yeah, because you had the rule.
And they felt so bad.
Yep.
And the Monkey, there was a scene a few weeks ago when Monkey said, "My name is Dorian Dover."
Yeah, and I wasn't in that one.
And
I remember.
I know.
'Cause if I-
Honey, it's not your
Honey.
fault, honey. I just want to let it out.
Wow, I didn't
That's
see that one coming.
Thank you. Vlad, oh my god, it's so much fun.
Yeah, I love
You
this.
should
Like
answer
this.
questions like this all the time.
Yeah, all the time.
We have a 3. I should look at the question.
Let's go! Let's go!
What is it?
What
the
was the
flirty
best
sexy
part in playing Rock? Flirty sexy, go.
Well, the best part in playing Turok is being the biggest boy around.
Oh, that's true.
And, you know, he's masculine, he's strong. He can just outmuscle everyone there and just go down from humble in the haystack with everyone he wants. No, he's driven.
Oh, he is.
He might not be smart, but he's like a boy
Machine.
toy. Man toy.
And I might add, he always has a tiny hat.
Yeah.
He's not compensating for anything. Amazing.
I'm dying, I love it.
Oh my
I
god.
love it.
Next is yours.
That's the best.
Oh my
Are you
gosh.
gonna be angry again?
Not
Yeah,
bad.
if it's angry, we roll again.
Again.
Four.
No, we don't keep it Angar. Oh, this is good. How much?
Angir.
4.
Tell us about Adam's mystic connection to his family divination powers. He knew him and Kate were to be caught, but he snooped around the Queen's chambers anyway. Dramatically melodramatic.
Oh, well, in case you haven't noticed so far, Adam, he has a guiding North Star above him all the time, which he believes it to be the soul of Hebdom, and in his family watches over him constantly, and from time to time, if I may say, it gives him very, very faint visions of the future, to which, instead of fighting against them, he instead decides to work with them to his advantage. Thus, in a sense, when I told Keith about that we were gonna be caught, I was also curious of her reaction, and tried even telling her that it's futile
Nope.
to fight against fate.
Still don't believe you.
Thank you.
So, yes, it is a thing that runs in my family, and ever since the 7th generation, this has gotten even stronger, let's say.
Thank you very much. So, let us go differently and directly to...
Yes.
Did you press the button?
Bouton?
Oh my lord,
It
the
is
button,
a two.
c'est pressed, c'est le
I
button,
didn't have to,
mais
right?
tu-
No.
Ridiculous confusion, girl.
Oh, yay!
Oh my god, ridiculous confusion,
no.
right? So, a ridiculous confusion, answer as if you're utterly confused and have no idea
Yes.
what's going on, right? What is Kate's plan with the Hebdomads? Anyone that she feels more close to? Like, do you feel vibing with someone?
That's right.
Sorry, who did have the meds? Did I?
There was bee in the
They-
sky.
Were they those weirdos that kept visiting me every day? Like,
Yeah.
what was up with that? It was pretty awkward. Like, I didn't really know what to say to them. And they're like, oh, we want you, we need you, your fate, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, what is this? I mean, I'm new here. I'm 400 years old, but I'm new here. Can you please explain? I don't... What is magic? What is faith? I don't have faith. I barely have faith in myself. What is happening? So, I don't know, maybe I think I kind of liked Luna, because, like, she was nice, she was awkward, just kind of childlike. She seemed nicer than the other, definitely nicer than Martis, who was an asshole. I guess. I don't know. Do I have to think about this? I thought I could just say, let me think about it, and then just never come back to it.
It's too much, I know.
Can I
Oh,
avoid
thank you.
stuff?
You definitely avoided the Hebdomats. That's for sure. Yes. Thank you. Amazing.
Thank you.
Next up is Sherban with his emotion. One.
Roll again.
I didn't.
No,
roll
he
one.
didn't.
No,
You didn't. You rolled 6. Yes, that's right.
Silly
Finally.
mischievous.
Slightly mischievous. How was it for you playing an
He's got
enemy?
mustache.
100 million.
Well, what can I say? It was fun, 'cause as established previously, I have knowledge those little boys and girls don't have. So, flaunting that a bit, that was fun. Playing the part of the good guy, that was also fun, kind of fun. And dropping all those little hints. Absolutely delicious. And then your faces when you when you saw and I had the big reveal, that was to die for. Just like Shakrasak and the edgy guy.
He has a name. It's Stadion.
It was
I'm very
Stadion.
upset. I'm very upset about that. Very.
I am not. It was a pleasure burning them alive. Best barbecue ever.
Well, you have it here, folks. Because
Who invited this guy?
You did.
because I enjoyed this game so much, we will have another quick round, right?
It's a 2. I had another 2. It's a 4.
Go. Press the button.
Did I also had another 4?
It doesn't matter because I'm picking the question
Okay.
now.
I had overwhelming fear once more. and
Yeah,
then I
let's
just
try
was the first
something
one.
new.
remove. Beep.
Karla,
Yes.
what is one lesson you would share with our viewers from the last sessions? Like if it's a lesson.
It's a lesson.
romantic
Always go big, not small. Always end it with a bang and make sure everybody's having fun. Consent. Make a list with lines and veils that means what you're into and what you don't want. And once it's a safe word, you always have to use that safe word. We have that like a group whenever they do not feel safe, they sort of say it in the group. But it's generally they like it. They come here on their own accord.
They always come back.
We take them back. Even if there's some folks who like near-death experiences, it makes them come back to this show. And watch us for more tips. Just the tips, not the whole thing.
Wow, that was actually a good one.
Did I do-
You
Christ
did great.
almighty.
Thank you.
Choke
Is it
museum.
hot? Shervan, go.
No.
Shervan, fine.
Oh, I think he's confused.
Yeah.
I had 5 before, so I'm gonna go 2.
Mocking sarcasm, probably. What is Turok doing now after the calamity? What is he like doing?
Well, obviously, he's learning. He's now very, very smart. Like, hello.
No?
So now he has got to half an alphabet, so, I mean,
Yeah.
It's unstoppable.
yeah,
Because half of it has been destroyed, and it's like only 12 words in the alphabet.
baby steps, but while the world is burning, he's learning.
Yeah, that's an opportunity, guys.
Nice.
Like, just think about it. As you are running away to save your life, somebody is achieving academic prowess.
And besides that, he's probably gonna get a PhD in magic.
Probably.
Definitely.
Probably.
Yeah.
Yes. It's called gravity. Oh, that's force. Amazing. Let's see.
Yeah.
What does the wheel give you today? I just hit the mic.
My dice is a 6.
Doesn't matter. It is a good one for you. Yeah.
Confusion.
Is Adam closer now in finding who killed his father?
Confusion.
Yeah. Like, you remember
wait.
your father?
Right, yeah, he has a father, right.
The olive skin one.
Yeah,
No,
that's
the-
a thing. Wait, so, killer of his father. I think he found something about it. It was, if I remember right, I think it was in that place. You know the place.
Oh, the one we almost
Yeah,
died.
yeah. And there was a document with the guy. I can't remember exactly what, but
Are you sure it was a
I
guy?
think he resembles what my father, well, after we talked with him, said and everything, but can't be sure now. He also asked his best friend to investigate this, but I don't know what else is. What am I talking about?
Who
Yeah,
are
right.
you?
That's very good.
I forgot.
I forgot.
Huh?
I don't
He
know.
died in the calamity. Can you
I'm
imagine?
dead anyway, so.
Oh no, ghost.
I don't know what I'm doing anymore.
I don't
Papers,
know
no,
either,
a
but
ghost.
hey, I'm still having this talk show, so if I can do it, you still can find your father. If I still can have this talk show.
Press
Yes,
my button.
I pressed your button. And
Let's see.
I think I had the 4 already.
You had the 4.
And the 1.
Doesn't
Oh my
matter.
god. And the 4. And the 5. I don't think I had the 5.
Oh, this is a good one for you.
Oh,
Flirty
the
one.
flirty
Flirty,
one. I
sexy,
love
and the
it.
question we have today,
Yeah.
ladies and gentlemen, is what we all want to hear at home. So you can thank me later if I can find the question again. Will we see more blossoming love interaction with Blaze?
Oh, darling. I think it's not out of the question yet. Because, I mean, come on. Have you seen the way he flared up every time I looked at him? I don't know, I touched his hand and he burned half a building. It's amazing.
The calamity happened because of him.
I think there's definitely a spark there. And I want to see what other things he can set ablaze. Apart from my face, of course. We'll definitely take it slow because he seems like the smart, shy kind, which I'm totally into. I'm not gonna say no. It's nice to see them blush. I think that's blush because he's red most of the times. And I think that's what effect I have on him. But yeah, I think so. I'm definitely gonna pursue this.
And pursue she will. God, Christ. At least you don't have to go waxing anymore.
5. I don't think I had a 5.
I don't think we had a vibe now.
Yeah. Let's see.
5 comes with the emotion of...
The sexy
Oh, what sweet I
Nice.
am! So flirty and sexy. What was the reason Gerasim attacked Green Spring? Well, I think we had that one, right? Oh, well, let's put another one. How much did Karla cut out of your character to balance your character?
Oh.
What did you ask Karla and she
Well,
didn't give you?
When I first showed Karla, exposed Gerasim to Karla, she said that it's simply too big. She said that
Damn.
she would simply annihilate the guys. It would be too much for them. There was not enough lube in the whole Green Kingdom for that, and
The Sabbat reader couldn't have it.
she had to cut something. I still got to feel some of your guys' insides. It was fun. I was inside of you, you were inside of me. A lot of love.
Especially Pax.
Sherban swallowed Pax.
As a T-Rex.
But not how you'd think, yeah.
dragon.
Yeah, because that's what
Oh my
true
God.
love is. Swallowing, not spitting.
You actually spat him at the end.
Like the bad girl that you are.
Oh,
But
he was
again,
being a naughty
please answer the
boy.
question. How much did I cut from your character?
Well,
did you
a
add?
couple of items. You left me quite naked, but that was fun. And also a bit of my plans to make this, to spank this mischievous boys and girls properly.
No.
What, like concentration? What? What?
But yeah, I had way nastier stuff prepared for you because
Naughty.
Naughty,
you were naughty.
Guys, I'm getting very hot.
Because of
Let's
the
see.
hat.
Let's see who won. How we will decide who will win. The Great Shield of the Battle Maiden, 300, $5.99 now on our shops, is by
We don't
rating
have shops.
our... We don't have shops yet, but if you want to buy this...
You can leave a donation on Buy Me a
on Buy Me a Coffee, okay? You like it, you buy me a coffee. So everybody will raise their finger up in the sky and I will count down from 3, 2, 1, go. When I go to go, everybody will point to who he believed did the best emotion showing, yes? Mm-hmm. If everybody votes himself and nobody had 2 votes, I will vote because I can do it. Okay? I don't vote. 3, 2, 1, dai! Cine?
Okay, so
Sherban.
3 for Sherban.
Wow, so
Yeah.
everybody, Sherban, you win the Great Shield of the Shield Maiden. I will tell you yes,
Now-
congratulations.
Protect
If
me.
I had this earlier, maybe I wouldn't have died.
Yeah. You will find in the next segment what you can do with it. Hey everyone, we've had quite a journey so far, but now let's have some fun and test how well we can dodge a bullet. Time to dive into the bag of games.
Yeah.
Oh no!
The game of the day is biting the bullet. Here's how it works. You'll have to give 3 rapid fire answers in just 3 seconds each, or face a blast from the water gun. The stakes are high, guys, because every time you get hit, one of our fan questions disappears. Let's
That means
see
not true.
how quick your feet are. No pressure, only water pressure. Get it? Okay. I have
You
a
wanna
list
make
of
us
questions.
wet?
It's the only way I can. Let's go. I will roll the dice and let's start just to be like, okay, we will have 5 seconds in the first round. We have 3 rounds, guys, okay? First question will go to Karla, okay? Ready, Karla? So you have question number 9. I need you to name 3 fantasy movies.
Lord of the Rings, Harry Potter, and Princess Peach.
Princess Peach! It's a fantasy novel!
Novel, it was novel or movie?
Novel! Princess Peach!
Princess Peach
Oh,
is from Mario.
You want to say Princess Bride, right?
I think you're a little bit fucked because, Sherban, what power you have with your maiden shield is when maybe somebody will get shot, you can protect them with your shield.
Yes.
You get it? Okay.
You just chose not to.
Just choose violence. You probably can protect yourself.
I died,
Amazing.
so I have a vendetta.
So you have, you were hit once, right? So you, instead of 4 but 3, you have a shot. Perfect, we go to Vlad. Vlad, you is ready? Yes?
Yeah.
No worries, no pressure. Name 3 famous dragons.
Vulcorax,
You protected him, that's really good.
You know what? I knew that question.
I know. Because you are protected by a great shield maiden, you will not lose a question, but you will suck at the game. Next person is Urs.
Yeah.
Man, I love this game. Wait, let me touch you.
Hard, guys.
Yeah, this is 5 seconds, you are supposed to do it in 3.
What dragon? The dragon from Shrek?
3.
Dragos, Dracaris.
Name 3 classes in D&D.
Ranger, Warlock, Paladin.
Wow, there you
That's
go.
an easy one.
That's
I
actually,
like
yeah.
No,
Nice.
but
Going to, Sherban. Oh. It's fine. Oh my god. Sherban, name 3 D&D deities. God. Go. Protected yourself.
not the mic.
It's fine.
That was a fucking I have my own pantheon.
I wouldn't.
Oh my god. You could have said like a store and everyone was. Did you protect yourself?
Yes,
You choose protection? Okay.
always.
I'm the only one who wasn't protected.
That's, you know, he wasn't ready.
I think
yet.
it's difficult to reach because like the mic.
Rux, are you ready?
No, I'm not ready. These are hard questions.
If Rux fails, you shoot me.
Help
Just
or not?
because I'm a gentleman.
No, I'm just gonna hide behind
Rux,
blood.
is you ready?
Sorry, blood.
You have to name 3 types of swords.
Swords, a long sword, short sword, double-edged.
Thank you, Rux. Oh my god, my water!
I'm sorry, I have a bad aim.
You don't have a bad aim, it's very good, darling. My paper is done. This was the first round, guys. Amazing! With 5 seconds. Yeah, it is hard. That's what she said. Let's go to round number 2, everybody, where we don't have 5 seconds, we have 4. Because Karla did such a good job. Look, it's a good question. Name 3 items in D&D.
Cape, boots, and...
That was 4 seconds.
It wasn't.
Like 3.5.
Just 4 seconds.
It wasn't.
Oh my god.
I demand the recount.
It's fine, you are protected.
Was I though?
There were a lot of shots
I
given.
get some protection.
I just want to say that
Did it taste like strawberries?
I taught Karina to shoot once. Yes, she seems to be trigger happy. That's not only one. Oh my god. Thank you, Dorothy.
It's fine. It's fine.
Natural 20 for Vlad, which is name 3 spells in D&D.
Sleep, silvery barbs, Eldritch Blast.
He said it!
He said it. Yeah.
He said
that's
it.
fine.
And he was also protected.
You
And shield.
Yes. And shield. Yeah, shield.
Shield of fate.
Very good. Going to Urs. Urs, we already have that. We don't have this. Urs, name 3 races in D&D.
Dragonborn, gnome, paladin. No, fuck.
Fuck is not a phrase.
That's how races get made.
Fuck boy, maybe.
Oh my god.
Protected.
What race are you
This is what my paladin would do. Did you get protected for some
Yes.
some shots? Amazing.
Almost.
We're gonna give Sherban a run for his money because he's protecting everyone right now. Sherban, is you ready? Oh, this was once. I'm rolling very well. Once again. Come on. Okay, perfect. Sherban, name 3 magical items.
Instant Fortress, Ogres.
Ogres?
Gauntlets of Ogre power.
Hey, that's not only one. I feel like we're being bamboozled.
I feel we're being cheated, right? We're being cheated.
I don't know what you're talking about. We are playing a very fair game.
Sure, we're playing with water on the inside.
You know what? I'm gonna have a different approach this time.
Okay. I'm
Are you gonna
curious
turn
about your
around?
approach. Rux, are you ready?
No.
To get me wet? Rux, you
No.
can get me wet. Rux. Oh, this is gonna be bad.
This is gonna be bad.
Name 3 D&D settings.
What? Salt Marsh Tarnum.
You start shooting at 3. I don't know, Karina. What's up with that?
What the heck is up with that, Karina?
Did I even answer right? Like,
Salt.
She noticed. She said
Tarnum is a
Modules.
it's a
Tarnum is a homebrew actually, right?
Ce?
Yeah.
Ravka, Eberron, Forgotten Realms.
Yeah.
Dark
Very
Suns, Greyhawk.
Guys,
Yeah.
we've been doing so well so far.
McDonald's.
And since we are doing it so well, we're gonna go to the limit. The 3 for 3. We have 3 seconds to say 3.
Oh my god.
We
can
already
we limit
lost
to
some
1?
questions from my viewers, not too many, but it's fine. We keep them somewhere in my vault. Going first, Karla, are you ready?
No.
No, come on. 3. That's a good one. Look. Wait, how do I? Name 3 types of potions.
Red, blue, black.
Red, blue, black.
It's true.
You didn't say.
Mojito, Mai Tai.
Cuba Libre.
You know the fact that you can't say a word in 1 second,
Yeah.
so I
Yeah.
try to like systemize it.
That's actually very smart, yeah.
And she got
3
protected.
seconds is crazy.
Yeah, the first
Somewhat.
one, the second time.
First bit and the second wait, no.
Oh my god.
I thought she was gonna stop, but she kept shooting.
I told you
She kept
She's on a mayhem, everybody. Stop her.
Someone stop
On a
Karina.
rampage,
There,
yeah.
tackle her.
Are you ready, Vlad?
No.
No, neither am I. Okay, come on, this is easy. Name 3 monsters in D&D.
Tarask, Hydra.
Good protection. Oh my god, you're really trigger happy, my lady.
Yes. What happened to only once?
Good protection. What happened to only once? What happened
This
to us?
episode was sponsored by Dur.
You're doing a very good job with that shield.
Oh,
A
You're
very
a true
good job
maiden,
with the shield
so-
on. You're the best shield maiden ever. Like our great queen right now.
Yeah.
I challenge you to say Tarask, Hydra, and Mind Flayer in 3 seconds.
Yep.
Don't shoot me. Taras, mind the Why did you choose her? You could have said goblin, kobolds. Okay.
This game is rigged, Paul.
This is difficult.
I just wanted to get people wet, okay? Me and Karina
But
were
Paul-
one
I mean,
night.
we can go
Paul,
to
you're
picnic.
enough.
How
Yeah.
many are team players with?
Yeah. A pool is too expensive, right?
And nobody bought us a coffee.
That's true. Please buy a coffee for
Buy a
God's
coffee.
Yeah.
sake.
So that we may have a pool.
Wow.
Us.
Urs, are you ready?
Let's go.
Name 3 spells a wizard might cast.
She.
Someone, Karina, the squirt gun and fuck you.
I'll give you a
I was
second penalty.
Okay. So,
1, 2, 3, start.
shield, mage armor, mage hand.
Okay.
Haha!
Wow,
Urs is
that's
the only
actually
one who actually got it
Got
like
it.
2 times.
Yeah, that's true. Urs is a legend.
Up top boy.
Oh my god.
He's the legend. That was it. Oh my god, I could have answered this one. Maybe that was the question you answered. Come on.
Just speak.
Yeah.
Just pick one, yeah.
Ready, Sherban?
Yes.
Name 3 colors of dragons.
Red, silver, white.
Nice.
Oh god.
Brava.
Rux, is you prepared des? Nu des. Nu,
just
mergem
pick
mai
one.
jos. Așa, și mai bine.
Și nu mai bine.
Și mai
You're in
bine.
English. Wrong language.
Wrong language. No. Name 3 types of terrain you would adventure in.
Forest, mountain. It's not fair! This is not fair! Like, I see you, like, pointing the gun, like, 2 seconds in, and I'm like, what?
I'm just embracing it.
Guys, that's it. You've done it. Congratulations.
Yay!
Now,
Italians
because
amazing.
you've done such a great job and you will answer some questions, you each get the chance to shoot Karina with the gun.
Really?
Yes!
Thank you.
We don't see Karina. Do you consent? Do you
Open your
consent?
mouth, that nobody.
Now you don't see this, but Karina is getting shot. That's enough.
Makeup.
Done. You want to shoot Karina?
Sure. Okay.
Wow.
One shot.
That
Do
was
not
good.
miss your chance to blow, because I don't. Okay, very good.
She's enjoying this. I'm getting wet as well. My god.
I think you didn't think this through, but.
Oh my god. We should have. That was it. That was good. Perfect. Thank you very much, Karina, for your
Sexy.
help.
That's what she said.
Everybody, Karla, you can pick 3 questions from here.
3.
Vlad, you can pick 3 questions from here. Guys, these are questions that come from the vault. What is the vault? The vault is a place where you can submit your inquiries or questions that you have from us. From what we wear to a brunch to what
Why
would
we like
Adam
this?
do if Greenspring were still flourishing. Things like this. Get to know us better. Get to know our character better. You know. You can direct the question to whoever you wish. Karina, do you want a question too?
I don't know if anybody hear me on camera, but
I don't know.
you can come here and answer.
Yes, you can come here, close to the feet of your sister.
Close to our teacher.
Oh yeah, true.
Okay.
Okay, let's see.
Can I go
Karla,
first?
what are the questions that you've received from our dear viewers?
It's from, I hope I spelled this correctly, Saharagara. If your character were faced with a moral dilemma that went against their beliefs, how do you think they would ultimately decide? I'll pick Grace. It's a very good question. Ultimately, I think VIM is designed to shake the character's belief. So I think they would decide on whichever evidence they have been provided and whichever is greater in the context that is right for them, because ultimately it's a battle between initial beliefs and how they are built at the core. So if the beliefs are no longer in line with that and their goals in the moment and their experience, I think they would change their beliefs.
Awesome.
Cool. Boring questions though.
Well, I
Or
didn't say they're
answer.
gonna be
Or answer.
interesting.
Yeah.
It's from our viewers, they're never boring.
My answer, not saying the question. My answer is rather boring.
Next one.
Okay, so it's me, Olwen.
Yes.
From G.
From G.
G. What is the story about? What is the story about Castiel and the House of Death? I guess you have to find out after the next month adventure that is called The Legend of the Sea, which is gonna be DM'd by Paul. It's gonna be a standalone adventure, so you can watch it even though you don't know about VIM. And we're gonna come afterwards, I think in September, with the story about Castiel and the House of Death. So G, pay attention to what is coming next, because you're gonna have a surprise.
Oh my god.
And the last one is from Eve Left? No. It's from G again. Can you tell us more about the Red Kingdom? Will the story take us there? I do believe the story will take us there, and I think one of the things that will get featured in September will be the Red Kingdom, or if not September, maybe October, but
Wow.
yeah,
Good questions,
definitely.
my man. Good answers.
Questions. Yeah.
Going next to the other person. Vlad?
Well, two are very lore-heavy questions. I'm gonna delegate someone else.
Yeah,
to
you
answer
can choose
because
who
I
answers
have
the
no
questions.
idea
Yeah.
how to answer this. But this is one that I actually know the story of. So, are Karla's dice loaded? No one was that lucky. She has a special technique that she taught us in rubbing the dice on the thyroid. So there you have it. Iodine is the secret ingredient.
And selenium. Yeah.
Selenium, okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the next two. So one is from Georgia, and I'm gonna ask either Karla or Urs. Is Grace related to Hebdom?
No, it's not. How did you reach to that conclusion?
I'm really curious.
Grace is, as you've seen probably in the spoilers, Grace is a being that is not from this world. And Hebdom is a descendant from Adam. From the initial Hebdom, and from
Though Adam has strong ideas on what Grace is, but I won't say it because it could go into a long discussion.
Yes.
Yeah, definitely.
He definitely has some strong belief, and
So,
he's sure that he knows what Grace
and
is.
feelings, yeah.
And feelings, yeah.
Yeah, but they're not related, no.
So no incest.
And the next one is also from Georgia. It's from Georgia B.
Georgia Barna.
Yeah.
So
Hello,
many
man.
questions. We love you, man.
How old was Gregory at the start of the story, and what is the age difference between him and his siblings?
I think he was. If I remember correctly, I hope I'm doing him justice. I think he was at 18 or 17, but I do think it's 18. And his siblings were a bit younger. Alea and Patrick were 14 and 13, I guess, around that age.
So
yeah, teenagers, and I think it's a 4-year gap. But because they have lost their mother and their father wasn't able to cope with that fact, Gregory sort of manned up for his family and then for the village. And you know, when something drastically dramatic happens in your life, sometimes you have to pull through, and it leads to something beautiful, like Gregory's character.
It was, yes.
Right.
Yeah. So, first question from G. It's a funny one, and it says, "Not much of a question. I just wanted to check on Thomas, the 67-year-old guard. How is he doing? Probably dead."
Right now, yes. Yes.
Oh, you know what? Let's roll a D100 to see if he died or not.
Karina to the
We're
rescue.
we're waiting on the
And,
D100.
after the roll, we'll tell you exactly if how Thomas is doing.
What would be the odds? 67?
Did
Oh,
below.
that would be something.
He is 67-year-old.
Exactly.
Arigato des. Who is rolling?
you know, Urs, since he got the question. Below
What's
15.
It's an 86.
Oh
He's
my god.
He's okay.
It's fine,
He's
guys.
okay. He was
New piece of
he
information.
was in the Peltbell villages at the time of the earthquake.
A bit of a joint pain, but you know, that comes with age.
Next question.
From it's Chris, just Chris, who says, What do you think you could have done different so Emmerich wouldn't have died? So it's written.
It doesn't matter how it's written, so I think we get the.
Adam was away, so he couldn't do anything.
What I think is. So I don't know how to. So Emmerich had the confrontation with the hag and ended up losing his bones because he was quick-headed, I think, ill-tempered, and then ultimately when he found himself in that pickle, decided, knowing the prophecy, I don't know how much we flared that up and showcased it, but it was a prophecy regarding what will bring the doom of Greenspring, and it was tied to a red thread of magic, red hair, and ultimately he translated the prophecy and thought it was about him. So he sacrificed himself, or at least in the confrontation with the hag, to give Philip, his younger brother, a chance at the throne. And I don't think we could have done something differently. Maybe if he were a bit closer to the players, but you can't have that connection in one episode. Or maybe if he were a bit more like tempered, he could avoid that. But ultimately, I think it was his decision.
Yes.
And the last question I have, it's from Chaser of Dreams, who asks, are there any other guardians of faith or guardians of the plane in general? Can you tell us more?
VIM it doesn't have a lot of planes, and at least not. It has 3 major planes, and you haven't encountered them. So and also Dream Plane. 4 major planes when you haven't encountered them, but guardians do exist and do protect some stuff. For example, you encountered the hags, which are a guardian for the forest and built with a certain purpose. You encountered the hebdomeds, which are the guardian of the Book of Vim and the magical threads. All the luminites and obscurite creatures that were created at the beginning of the world, such as Jormungand, the Harmonian, and Hugin, and so on and so forth. They do have this sort of mission, but I do not want to spoil a lot of stuff for you. And I think you're gonna discover all these beautiful bits and pieces as we advance through the story. But there's a lot of guardians, and it's up to you guys how you interact with them. I think
It's up to you.
To the players.
The players, yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
But if you want them to interact with the Guardian, do say so in the comment. I think some of them will listen.
Honestly.
Yeah.
Now I'm searching for the comments anyway, so.
Okay, so the first question from I Feel Funny, so do I, mate, so do I. Do you think Veronica and Hugo will make a good match? I don't...
Not anymore.
Not anymore, no.
Yeah, not anymore, but... since their nature, there will be sucking involved, so that might be turned around.
Hugo, I think.
Hugo, yeah. Hugo has another girlfriend, so yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened to her.
Do you know, let's roll to see if Veronica is still alive.
Sherban.
Sherban?
Very well.
There's
Maybe she died.
34.
No, she died. This is why.
No, there you go. This is how.
Yeah.
Next
Unfortunately,
question.
we do not condone necrophilia.
No. That's true.
It's fortunately.
Unfortunately.
I am dead, so...
Doesn't matter, my words.
What about
George
your wife?
asked us if we can we expect more time travel shenanigans, and he says that we should say yes.
So definitely that's an option. It's something inspired from mythology. Is I think the translation would be Dead Man's Time or something, and I don't know how to translate it from Romanian, but it's the encounter with, I think, death that creates loops and also other elements from mythology. Mm-hmm. So it's some peaks that they can definitely access. But it's again up to the players. They're distributed in certain places, and it's up to them if they encounter it or not.
So Yarek still has a chance. 400 more years.
Yeah. 400 more years this time.
Yarek never had a chance. Sorry, buddy.
Okay. And Agent Audacity. What is the coolest thing that happened in Backstories or Session Zero that you'd you'd have liked to have on screen.
Oh, there's so many stuff.
Yeah.
So many stuff.
The world building sessions that we had, those were quite fun.
Yeah, we did a lot of ping-ponging and world building, and a lot of ideas came from it. But also on each character's session 0 was very fun, and I think since I've been part of it, I cannot pick a good moment. But that's what I would like is for each of you to say your favorite moment from your session 0 or world building. If you have one.
Starting with me or starting with
Whoever likes. Yeah.
Okay.
If you have one, if it sucked, you just say it sucked, man. It's okay.
I very much enjoyed talking strategy with you for the session 0 for Gerasim. I really enjoyed seeing how he came to fruition and brought doom and death to all of you. That is something that will forever be etched into my little dark heart. Please and thank you.
Yeah, but it's also what I also liked was about before the session 0 start was with him building the palace and the connection with his wife and his brothers and the reasoning and all that. I also like that. I also like lore building. But yeah, cool.
For me, it was the moment when Turok had the vision of the big giant head that's made of stone. And it's basically what has driven him to finding Adam, to is it now a spoiler? No, because it's So to release them from the prison. So yeah, basically that's why I enjoyed most, because it was like also part of the lore, but also part of his character's drive.
Motivation.
Yeah.
I really liked it, and there was a shenanigan with the scroll. You brought it, you talked with it, and talked to death, and it was Sabbath day, and you set it off on a river. It was very nice.
I enjoyed more Hebdoms, the first session 0. Rather than Adam, but I liked it also because of the world building and the way Greenwell was like very poor, like we were eating a carrot a day, and
Tree bark.
Yeah, that was the Lucius thing. And this oppressive mood that was set, it was very nice set, and it gave me a cool feeling. And then meeting the rest of I met Gregory and Lucius, and it was nice to feel sort of that communal feeling that was in Greenwell, and I like that.
And a lot of stuff I remember now sprung from then. Like it's a bit of a brainstorming session 0. It was the Gregory chant became a thing then.
Yeah, it's true.
And also I do not love you from Elizabeth. I don't love you anymore. It was a thing, and I went, man, it's so cool. We have to do it.
Yeah, we did that as well.
Yeah, and the tree bark thing, and then you also had a session 0. I think you're the luckiest one because you also had a session 0 with David and Paul and you went on a Striga hunt or something.
It was more combat heavy.
Really cool.
But also with the death celebration and the dead men tower and so on.
And Grace was spying on us from a distance.
Yeah. Cool times.
I think I really enjoyed that memory of Keith and Yarrick just hanging out, trying to discover the world, and I felt like it really shaped the character of Yarrick and the relationship between them for me. And it made it even more heartbreaking when he got captured, when we went on that misadventure, so to call, and even more heartbreaking 400 years later. But that really shaped. I had an idea of Yarrick, but getting to talk to him, to interact with him more in the beginning, really created an actual character in my mind.
Yeah, and also it was very dear to me that we got to do that because I didn't have an idea who Jarek was. He was shaped in that session based on your reactions and Kate's reactions. And I remember I got the legend name from then. He said to you like, one day I'm gonna be a legend because he was trying to boast because he was gonna be called a legend and I'm gonna have magic and this and that. And it's sort of like I created Jarek in sort of completion and in parallel with Kate along the way and the adventures, and it was very dear to me to have that experience.
And now 437 years later, you fuck it up.
You're gonna see why. Everything comes with a reason.
Yes.
Watch the next The Legend of the Sea.
The Legend of the Sea.
It's in the name.
Oh my god.
DM by Poe after this.
Yeah, good chap. I love him. I really love his DMing style. You have some questions.
I have some questions. Am I the last one? Oh,
I think so.
Okay. So we're gonna start with the lightest. That's from G. What inspired you to name your characters the way you did? Okay, I haven't thought about my character's name since I started creating that with the stats. I have two names, so it's Catherine Agrav. Catherine appeals more to her human side, so it's a pretty common name. It's not spelled regularly like Catherine. I tweaked it a bit so it has something special, maybe some pizzazz. But usually, like I do with my other characters, the family name has to have meaning. And Agrav, I don't particularly remember the languages from, but it pretty much means something like sneaky or double cross or something that gives thief, roguish. Yeah. So was Sheldon, capital X Shelley. Well, obviously Shelley because they had a shell. But capital X also meant carapace or tortoise in a different language. Yeah. So I enjoy doing that.
Very nice.
Thank you.
For Gerasim, since he is a Zmeu and they are a big part in Romanian mythology, I wanted to go with sorry for that, for a bit of a more old school, old Romanian name, and that is the nice story. The other story is he's a dragonborn. He has claws. Gyara seems means claw in Romanian. So.
Yeah.
Cool.
It's really cool, yeah.
And with Hebdom, well, why was he named Hebdom in the first place? Maybe it was a revelation. Maybe it was fate for him to be named Hebdom after the name Hebdomas, which is seventh in from Old Greece.
I'm gonna spoil some things for you. We knew about the religion coming into this shenanigan, and we said I had a conversation with. Would you mind being called Hebdom, please?
But I really liked that name, so I was sounds good. But then why Adam? Well, again, it's something that symbolizes like the first man, the not really initiator, what's it called, the pioneer, let's call it. And what I intend to do with this character is to be a pioneer into some magical heebie-jeebies that he wants to do. And probably in other stuff, but yeah, definitely the first of the many that will do something.
Is he gonna find an Eve?
Definitely still searching for one, that's for sure.
What about Leo?
What about Grace?
So honestly, I sort of tried to give a voice to my character, and I thought thinking about Grace initially was for a Saras campaign, and I had this depiction of like a strong, but also like inside very deep down soft Irish woman, and it helped. The grace from Peaky Blinders really helped, and it really helps when you have something that you could really accentuate that melodic Ireland sort of grace.
Right.
Hi, my name is Grace, and you should like say it in one sentence, and you have like that melodic Irish accent very, very fast in the conversation, and it helps me, like it builds an anchor, and it's an embodiment of the character or an aspect of it. But that's the reasoning why I chose it.
Yeah. For me, Leo Auxilium, it was because drows are in a way in the Latin side. Auxilium in Latin means support, and I wanted Leo to be a support character and have a backstory that can support. That's why he's a chancellor, that's why he has connection. He in a way can help people if they need the help. And Leo, because it's a powerful name, in my opinion. And in session 0, to in a way go back to that, Leo in the first sessions, he was the shyest, most timid character, as he interacted first with Genevieve, and it was very awesome, as she said once in one of the AfterDice, to see the change that 437 do to a person, because he was now this important person that was not shy anymore, and he was steadfast, like living up to the name that he had from the beginning.
And also the different time loop change that I think George Barna really enjoyed inside the Hags.
Oh my god, that was, we love time.
Yeah.
Hey, look at the many answers your question came with.
Yeah, exactly. Let's move on to the next one, which I think is a bit lore heavy, and I think that I missed that episode. What do you think was all about that hag and the decree of VIM? It sounds very ominous. This is from Confucius.
The what?
The hag had at a certain point, you said it has a speech, and she said at a certain point, because you trampled on the decree of VIM or something about the decree of VIM.
Was it related to the hag's children? No.
It's related to whatever you did in the last session.
Yeah.
Okay.
The decree of VIM.
Decree of VIM.
So it's what the hag said,
our
yeah.
boundaries,
And it's also, she read this in your fortune back then, that you're gonna do this.
Yeah,
and
she
many,
said that
many.
she would do someone would who was in that
Everyone.
pulling? Yeah,
Everyone.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
because
were
of
we in that episode?
No.
No. Okay,
you
that's why
so
I
you
don't know about
definitely
it. This wasn't for me.
Wow, very interesting.
Okay, so we fucked up. Basically.
She told us for her kids.
Death also told you fucked up.
Yeah.
But who is you? Is it a collective
Who
you or
is
is it
that
specific
you?
you?
Is it you? Comment in the section if you feel like it's you.
Okay. This is from Carolina Jambala.
Nice.
Understanding references. If your character would change alignments, which alignment would be most disastrous for your party and why? Okay.
First, we don't have alignments in VIM. Second, Hugo.
We don't have a line. If we were to align my character, I think I would be around neutral towards chaotic neutral maybe, but like my character is chaotic because she was plucked out of her timeline. She would have been maybe more calculated in her own time. Disastrous. Well, obviously switching to evil, not caring about what the party thinks, and just basically going rogue because
Nice.
yeah, I think that would have gotten the party into trouble. I don't know, just looting establishments, getting into the palace, taking the queen's wigs, I don't know, just for kicks.
Just murdering her in her sleep.
I mean, yeah, sure, that's, I don't know if that's what my character would have done, but yeah, I'm more about possessions.
Yeah,
than,
yeah.
Yeah. Maybe.
Yeah. Well, something that would be more disastrous for the party. I know you may think that it couldn't be worse, but
it could have
again,
been worse.
if I were to align Gerasim, and I'm gonna give some hints here, small, he would actually be a lawful neutral.
Yes.
So him going full on evil, he would have been a lot nastier.
And I'm just gonna say it again, in VIM we don't have, and it's a specific requirement when we go into this world, we don't have alignments. Maybe, okay, you're in a particular situation more lawful and you consider a certain type of law, or chaotic and you disconsider a certain type of law, depending to which god or city or culture you're part of. But also, we do not do good, evil, neutral, because every character, including PvP players, that come from nowhere, has to have a reason and a fair motivation and a justification why they behave like this. There's no even Shaq, and if you witness some of the glimpses of his past, everybody has to have a justification. Why do they behave in a certain way? I'm not here to condone anything that is. I'm just gonna be evil for the shits. We're not doing that. So everything has a justification.
Yeah. Adam, again, if we were to go the classic way of alignment, he'll probably fit in the lawful neutral as well, as the only law he follows is that of the cosmos. So,
Good information.
yeah. And yeah, but if something disastrous, definitely if he somehow went chaotic evil, then probably it will be nasty for the group. But yeah.
You know why chaotic evil doesn't have a part in general? Because you're doing shits for the laws, you know? I feel like killing this bastard. Why? I don't know. I'm in a game. There's no consequences. I just want to see how it goes.
What happens?
We're not doing that.
You know the meme with the Queen of England with the dagger? I think I will put a dagger to it. Yes. Oh, it's very nicely, very beautiful. Yes.
Oh, very nice. Oh, yes.
Chaotic evil.
So everything has to be...
I say that is a good question for another episode. Is there a room for chaotic evil campaigns or
in this environment?
Or in general?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
I mean, you can do stuff. They're just to be fun and for the wow effect and I don't know.
I guess.
Or maybe you just let out some steam that you got in work.
Yeah, by killing. Murder hoboing your way through the
Wait,
campaign.
I hear a voice from the great heavens. Maybe the Hebdomad are talking to us. Is there a new question for us? Put the question to us, please. Tell the question. You can read it from there, I think.
Hello. So my question is from To the Or. If magic is such a rare power, how do wizards harness and study the arcane arts? It's simple. They didn't have power. They stole the Book of VIM. They brought magic to the Green Kingdom, and they learn from the Book of VIM, and they discover magic as they go through it because they didn't read it all.
Yeah.
Wow. Did I do a good job?
Excellent.
Yay. You can go back now.
Amazing.
Okay. Bye.
Thank you, Karina. Bye.
Love you, Karina.
Guys, it's been an amazing journey. Vlad unfortunately had to leave a little bit sooner, but I really appreciate him and you, Sherban, for being here with us. Rux, Urs, Karla, we might see each other on this couch again. Guys, I hope we see you in the next episode, either of VIM or maybe you like this AfterDice and you want to try another. Our channel is there, you can subscribe, click the bell icon so you get a notification. Every watch and every like you give to us gives us the energy and shows us that you really like this content, and it makes our day, literally. That's what it does. If you want to have more interaction with us, we have a Discord as well. There is where we chat. We have food, we have cats, we have animals, we have memes, we have everything. We just miss you. So I can't wait to see you to the next AfterDice, and maybe we'll hear more about this Legend of the Sea, huh?
Next
Take care,
it starts next week, and it's gonna be the whole week, the whole month of August. Gonna be short summer-like episodes with a bit of summer vibes, beach episodes, but also drama. So let's go.
Take care, guys, and stay safe.
Bye. Bye.